Yeah.
So then you are excluded in that wedding photo. And say more about that. How did it impact you later or whenever you discovered it?
So the interesting part is that people believe that a child is not aware of all these happenings.
Mm.
But what we know in family constellations now is that in a family constellation, we see that a system is not complete when there's exclusions. I'll tell you how it impacted me. I never felt part of my dad's family.
Mm.
I always felt excluded. I never felt part of that family. I can say for sure that my dad loved me unconditionally because he was willing to give up his inheritance. And in fact, he did give up his inheritance for the
So
mother.
that was a huge, huge sacrifice behind this adoption. That's amazing.
It is a massive sacrifice, and it cost him his inheritance. It was a difficult situation for my dad's father because he knew he was busy wronging his son, but in himself, that judgment of what is right and what is wrong, and what is right is this way, and what is wrong is this way. So we need to understand in the German philosophy, there is only right or wrong. There is nothing in between. And my grandfather had this problem that my father was the eldest son. So in German general law, the eldest son inherits the property, in this case, the family farm. Unfortunately for my parents, there were no more other children. I was the only child because my dad had black water malaria and that made him sterile.
Okay.
So there were no other children. And my grandfather could not allow himself to allow the child to go to another man's seed. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So the child would not then stay in the seed of the family, the bloodline. And that was his biggest problem. And we can understand that, and I can understand that. So I have absolutely no ill feeling on that decision. I have great, great sadness for my father, who was totally disinherited, but completely.
Yeah.
And that I have a great sadness for. But my dad was basically punished for his open heart and the love of his wife. And that's sad.
And what's lovely for me is you call him your dad, and yet he's your adopted dad, right?
Yes, he's my dad. He's my heart father.
Yeah.
And in constellations, we make that distinction between the heart dad and the birth father.
And the biological father. Yeah.
Yes.